Hey, what's going on, guys? 118 Set Shadow here. So, for today, it's a bit more of a spread of items. We're going to be talking about things on the high rarity market as well as things that are just generally moving one way or the other. No particular theme this time around. But let's go ahead and get started. The first one it looks like a jumble, but the focus here is supposed to be around Silverthorn Rising Dragon. For some reason on TCG Player, no matter how I filter it, it's just kind of difficult to get this thing to stand alone, even if I type the whole name sometimes. In any case, the card right now, it's from Minerva Rising, which is set 8, and looking at the current prices, it's rising up in terms of its triple rare at about $8 for its base price, while the market price is $5.46 right now. And the FFR is currently $34 base, $43.34 for its market price. Next one to go over is also from set 8, Magic of Alteration Turnar, which also has a copy from the Graham Grace trial deck. This one is sitting around $6 to $7 for both of these copies, so if you prefer the foiling, then it's probably better that you just pick up the double rare given it's similar in price. Both of them have under 10 listings available right now, and if you want the FR, it's currently $15 and the market price there is $6.89. Following Hell Hazard, the SP copy of this card got bought out to only one listing available, and yes, it is my listing, at $20 right now, where the last sale that happened was about a week ago at $20, and before that, someone just bought out the remaining almost all the remaining copies. $9 to $20 basically over the last few days, and then before that it was just early February. So, yeah, looks like this one is almost about to go. If you have more copies, let's see some more go up there. One that dropped off pretty heavily for its SP is Spiritual Body Condensation. This card used to be a pretty consistent 15 for a while, but it hadn't been moving around much, so I haven't looked at it for a while. It dropped off pretty hard since I last saw it, and now it's selling for $4.50 with listings as low as $3 right now. So, if you're looking to pick this one up, it would be a nice collection item too, so at $3, I would say that's pretty good for an SP. Desire Devil Goemon, which is one of the ride line pieces of Greedon. This one's SP is currently base $7.97, and we've got listings selling for $8-ish, but nothing really sold since the end of February, so it has been a little while. Ultimately, this card is a necessity when it comes to Greedon, though. As to how many you play, it's usually 1 or 2, maybe. I guess you can play 4 as well, especially now that you can play 50 cards. But yeah, at the very least, you play it in the ride line. To that same point, you also have the SP of Desire Devil Incane, which had a buyout some time back. Although it looks like the price has more or less kinda held around the $5 mark for its market price. And recent listings have been it's been very spotty. $3 overall, so you've got a range there, but all the available listings are $4.27, they get to $5, and then we start going back up into the teens level after that. I think it's about 7 listings overall if you want to pick that up now, which it's not too bad of a price. Blitz Engineer Hull Flow. Now, this is one of those cards for the Blitz series that just never really saw that much attention, and as a result, its FFR really dropped off in price. But I do want to note that it's at 2 listings, and the market price is making its way back up from around the $5 mark to above that to $6.82. Someone bought a playset of these mid-February for $26 a piece, but all the other copies right now are selling for $4 to $5, and the available listings, 1 for $7, 1 for $30. So, honestly, I still don't see Holfo really seeing that much of a gain overall, so Under $10 is still pretty nice for the FFR, but any higher than that feels like a stretch. Judith's FR, this is the Ghost Perfect Guard from set 7. No, sorry, Lyrical set 3, my mistake. This has been going down in price. This one had been in the $30 range pretty consistently for a while, and the last sell was back in January for $35. But ever since then, we've been getting more listings hitting the market from $18 to $20. Just a few copies there before it makes its way back up to $30. But seeing as we're not seeing as many sales of Judith, and with all the other high rarity lyrical perfect guards, no surprise that something like this happened. Then, taking a look at some of the Stride Ride fodders from set 13, two of the smaller ones have begun to increase in value, like Marstoge, which is for Brantgate. This card increased in value to $13.87 base price with a market price of $11.01, and the FFR is now bought out to the point of $70 with a market price of $13.94, so being able to sell at $70 may be a stretch there. Then you've also got Skylazon, which is the Cater Sanctuary one. This one increased in price to $10.50 base with a market price of $9.74. And the FFR is more reasonable than Martoge, which is $32.40 for the base price and $42.57 is the market price. So that's more in line of where I guess it should be. But the point is, despite the fact that these two have gone up in value, there are a fair amount of listings for them. 12 on Marstoge and 13 on Skylazon, when it comes to the triple rare at least. Drajeweled Ignis has seen a pretty big fallout on its triple rare at $5.75 base and $6.41 for the market price right now. 33 listings overall there. And if you want the FFR, that's also far below its market price of $105-ish at $63.75 for the base price. Drajeweled is just not seeing as much play now with the shift in the meta as it is at this point. Carebray had been going up in price with the animes featuring for Divine Z. But I should note that all the copies are very close to each other in price, including the FFR, which is down to 2 listings at $20 to start, $17 to start on the triple rare, and $15-ish on the trial deck version. If we take a look at where the FFR is, it's actually a straight 20, only one copy left though. And last listings all sold for $20 to $22. A little earlier, no, actually at the beginning of February, this thing was at $38. After that $20 listing, it's $50 for a playset. So, yeah, just keep that in mind as well. But don't forget, there is an alternate art. There is an alternate character art of this card from set 11, Divine Knight of White Streaks Rumsguard, which is currently at it's at $100 base price, 2 listings, and the last sales were back in February and January from the $35 to $40 range, depending on condition. So it's a big increase in comparison to what the FFR is currently at, but yeah, that's just how it is. Oswald, which is one of the bigger support cards for Eugene. Poor Eugene, still just does not seem to catch much of a break. But if you're looking for Oswalds, you should take note that the FR dropped below the double R in terms of its base price. $501 is the base price of the double R with a market price of $134, while the FR is now at $254 and $288 market price. It also has double the listings of the double R, so again, make sure you're paying attention to your rarities when you go to buy your items. A quick overview of how the Galactic Hero cards are looking, given that we had the anime episode before and I went over United Dianos, but there are lots of other movements happening on the Galactic Hero, so let's see where things are at. One of the bigger ones is Broad Felvis, which is a promo from the December-January promo pack. The base copy is $12 and then $7.52 is the market price with only 4 listings. But its foil version is cheaper right now at $10 with 8 listings. Then you also got Rampart Aspida, which is down on listings to 3 overall at $4 to start, market price of $277. And if we take a look at the FR, that's got only one listing at $15 with a market price of $258. Boreal, which is the enabler of your multi-attack for this deck, is almost $50 for its FFR, and for its regular triple rare, it's just over $5 with a market price that's almost there, $461. And otherwise, you've got other things to pay attention to, like the FR Flattened Sulfury, as well as Bold Salos, which Bold Salos is getting lower in quantity, and Flattened Sulfury is at 6 listings right now. But if you want the regular Bold Salos, there's not much movement there. It's got 36 listings as for its double rare, and then that's kind of where heroes are looking right now, so let's move on. The next card is going to be Steam Skara Zargon, which sees some significant play here and there. Back in the Chronojet format, I definitely saw a lot more, and of course we've got the Dark States Divine unit coming up next, so there is the possibility that this card could see some more value. Right now for a rare though, it is high up. $250 is the base price for the rare, and the FR is close to that with its base listing, $419, with 4 listings altogether though, so I definitely watch out if you need to pick up the FRs. Of the grade heal triggers that you get from set 9, Direful Doll Charmaine, which I covered a while back, is now up in price for the FR and down on listings. 4 overall, starting at $4 and a market price of $257. But the rare is still widely available with 34 listings at 15 cents to start and a market price of 27 cents. But of course, Divine Z is bringing Direful Dolls as its own sort of deck archetype, so it might be good to have a playset of these regardless, just in case hype brings up anything on it. Continuing with triggers, our last 2 items of the day are going to be 2 of the crits that are still pretty high in value. The first one is the Hazama Michiru second trial deck, Demonic Jewel Dragon of the it's Connected Rampage Clen, which is still $350 base right now and a market price of $420. It sells sparingly. It's been selling only once a month for a playset each time so far at $4 to $450 right now. And it's consolidated with 80 copies from a single seller at $4 right now. And then you have another seller with 50 copies at $350 to start, but a mandatory $1.22 shipping there. So this is still a pretty penny when it comes to crit triggers. Our last card is Volition Rigger Dragon, which is the Cater Sanctuary crit trigger that comes out of the Raika Koshiba deck. This one is starting off at $3, and this one sells more readily and more recently. Yeah, it actually sells pretty well. $3 to $3.50 is the consistent sell on this card. And just like with Clen, there's a high consolidation of this card at 108 copies for a single listing. So, yeah, it's going to be hard for this card to drop any further in value until once we start getting some more of the neutral critical triggers, the neutral triggers in general with Divine Z, maybe something will change there. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.